What we have here is a problem where they ask us to complete a table, and using this equation, y equals y minus 3x is 2. So when we have to complete the table using an equation, we have to plug in values of x to get values of y. And here's our equation right here, y minus 3x is 2. So to plug in these values of x and see what my y would be, I'm going to start with 0. That's a nice easy one. Y minus 3 times 0 equals 2, it says. So y minus 0 is just y, and then y equals 2. So here when x is 0, y is 2. Now if I plug in 1, I get y minus 3 times 1 equals 2. So y minus 3 equals 2. And I have to figure out what y is. Well, something minus 3 is 2. That means that 2 plus 3 gives me that something, and y equals 5. So it looks like so far if x went up by 1, y went up 3. So I'm going to guess that if x goes down 1, y will also go down 3. So let's try that. Now we're going to plug in negative 1. So y minus 3 times negative 1 equals 2. Well, 3 times negative 1 is negative 3, and we have y minus negative 3 equals 2. Subtracting a negative is the same thing as adding. So y plus 3 is 2. So something plus 3 is 2, which means that 2 minus 3 will give me that something, and y equals negative 1. And the y value did go down by 3 when x went down by 1, so I'm going to use that pattern here to predict that this value will be negative 4, because it's going to go down by 3 each time. So now it says, use the table of values to graph the line of the equation on the coordinate plane below. In other words, use each of these rows as coordinates, or ordered pairs. So our first coordinate would be negative 2, comma, negative 4. So here's negative 2, negative 4. That's our first point. Next we have negative 1, negative 1. So we start at the origin, go to negative 1, and then down negative 1. And then 2 points determine a line, because if you think about it, this is a constant rate, it's a linear equation. I only need 2 points to figure out of the line, but I'm going to keep plotting because they asked me to. 0, 2, right there, and then 1, 5, right up there. So that's our line. And notice that these 2 points didn't affect the direction of the line. And if we're to draw this line in, I'd start at 1 point, do my best to go through all the points. Oops, a little bit of lag here in the program. So, oh, there it is. And to represent the fact that to represent the fact that this pattern continues, I would put arrows in the end, and then write the equation along the line, and then I would be done.